Adventures of Superman, Jon Kent, issue number 2. I remember when they teased this cover, they were like, it's Ultraman, it's Injustice, we're going to some big routes for Jon Kent, all of which don't really involve him as the central figure, but this book has been good. I don't know if it's my favorite of the current Superman era of books. I really like what they're doing with Superman currently, and Action Comics has been really fun. This is a breath of fresh air, though. It feels like it is just the simple palate cleanser when those books are dealing with some bigger issues. It's like, what if we just get Jon Kent to deal with the stuff that made him famous in the first place? Going off on his own adventures, the arc that made him popular, that kind of thing. That's very exciting. And this issue isn't bad. It plays with a lot of things. It does go by very fast. Like, there are a lot of panels that are just like, one thing happens, another thing of the same thing happens. And it goes by at a very brisk pace, but that's not a problem. When we're getting to like this big climactic thing that's going to happen in the next couple of issues, not a problem. We open up this issue and we see that Jon Kent is remembering what happened to him in Ultraman from the past when he was younger and how he was like trapped in a volcano, and Ultraman just comes to like see him pretending to be like the father figure, the parental figure in his life that he doesn't like. You know, just to remind you, Ultraman sucks. Should be obvious, but maybe you need the reminder. Then we cut to the present day in the Fortress of Solitude, and Jay is talking with Lois. They're just like, hey, the hardest thing you have to do is just watch them go. It's always going to suck. It's easier to imagine that they're doing the right thing. You just keep yourself busy, but sometimes you just got to remember it's always going to be hard. But she tells Jay, and again, Lois, a great character in this book, well written. Tom Taylor really gets her. It's like, here's a promise. Here's what you should do. One piece of advice that you should say to your Superman: promise that he'll come back. Make sure he promises that he'll come back, because Superman never breaks a promise. That's pretty cool. We see that Jon is speaking with Val Zod and the Lois Lane Red Tornado. They are waiting for the Ultraman, I should say. They're waiting for Ultraman to jump to another reality so they can go find him there. They can only find him, like project him when they find stuff, so they have to kind of figure out when he's going to do that next. They're waiting for it. Red Tornado's doing that. They're going to be borrowing the Phantom Zone projector that Jon's dad uses. They found him. Another Clark has died, so they have to go find him. Jon quickly says his goodbyes to his family. He says goodbye to Lois. Like, look, Dad's going to be a little upset with you going, but I get it. We lost you years last time you went, but this feels kind of different. So do that. She hands him like a little coded message thing that we don't really know what it is. He says his goodbyes to Jay. It ends with, promise me you'll come back home. They kiss. Every person who's not a fan of Superman now just went, ugh, this book sucks and is woke. But it's another healthy relationship for a Superman. You know, this is his Lois Lane, and it is working, and it is doing something impressive and strong that is new to the Superman mythos. So get over it. This book is incredibly well executed. It got everything done perfectly. We head to this new world. Instantly we're flying about like, okay, how are we supposed to find him? Pretty sure he's going to find us because we stand out like a sore thumb in this universe. We'll talk about what universe that is in an instant. But they're flying by. They're like, okay, why is Jon the special person that's going to be able to defeat this evil Ultraman? Well, because you know him, and if he's killing Jon, and if he's killing Clark Kent, there's going to be a reason why you're still alive, you know? You're the key to all of this, Jon. You're the key. You're the key. We don't really talk about you that much. We also see that Red Tornado Lois Lane is like, man, it would have been nice to meet my Jon. I'm sure he would be a great guy. But she finds him. Oh, Ultraman's coming. Where is he? Where is he? Boom. Breaks her into pieces. She is crushed to death, I guess. I don't know. Val goes to try to save her. Picks her up. He's like, don't just leave me. And we see that Ultraman got a hold of the Phantom Zone projector from Jon. And he blasts Val Zod and the Lois Lane Red Tornado. So they're gone from the book for the moment. And I'm like, wow, we set up that Val Zod was kind of going to be a big deal in this book. He's gone now. Obviously, he's not gone forever. He's going to be in the Phantom Zone. Maybe there's going to be like a Superman revolt in the Phantom Zone. Who's to say? But it kind of just leaves Jon to fight Ultraman by himself. And you just see like, okay, you are a Jon, but are you my Jon? And then our Jon that we know is like, I was never your Jon. Blast him with a bunch of fire. And of course, Ultraman's like, cool, kid, that was great. That did nothing. You wasted a lot of time and potential. Good thing you did that. How cool is that? Why don't we fight still, because you're still holding back. So we have a couple pages, a little fun fight, everything's going well, it's cute, it's good, but Jon's like, you know what, I feel something raging inside of me, a power, I have no idea what it is, maybe I should finally let it out. So he turns into Electric Blue Superman again. I don't know why or how, but it's an idea I'm fine with. And as he does that, his literal like costume changes. It's like it's a new logo, right? Because does his logo always look like the electric blue one? I guess kind of it has the vibe. So he just goes full on electric blue and just beats up Ultraman for a minute, and it works. And Ultraman's like, wow, I haven't been hit that hard in a very long time. Congrats, kid, you did something special. Except I'm going to kill you now, and I'm going to kill your Lois, I'm going to kill your mother. The plan doesn't mean anything. It's kind of just like a beginning thing where this Ultraman is getting kind of angry for no reason. You'd think it'd have to do with Lois's, but a Superman comes in who hates the idea of hurting Lois's, so he shows up and a Superman just snaps Ultraman's neck. Who is it? It's the Injustice Superman. Like, we all know this. This is what the book's been leading up to. Another work from Tom Taylor, which is different than the video game, and it's more based on the Superman from the comic book, which is a run I'm sure a lot of people have read. Right, I think so. It's a popular book. I think people liked it. And you just see, okay, Jon wakes up. He's like, you just killed Ultraman. And that Superman just looks on like, wow, you have your mother's eyes. Points to him, and that's where the book ends. And we're like, okay. It turns out this is all about people loving Lois and people just getting angry, and it's kind of cool. Death of the Lois Lanes, death of the Supermans. I dig it. Look, it goes by very fast. It doesn't give you like a chance to think about anything. There's cool romantic moments between characters. The huge theme of like love and support is very apparent in this book, and it just makes for some fun stuff. Like, Jon is a character that has earned his right to exist away from his father, but if you have him exist in a universe that is aware that the multiverse is a bigger concept, why not have him understand what makes his father special and why he needs to be special like his father? That's an interesting idea. So he fights Ultraman. He knows Val-Zod. Now he's met Injustice Superman, which they're setting up. There's going to be like a big Injustice arc for this run. I don't really know what that's going to look like, but I'm here for it. It can't be that bad. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I'm curious how it's going to go, though. It could go either way. I think it'll be positive, though. I do think it's going to end on a high note. But this book could easily just like miss the mark of what it's going for, but I trust Tom Taylor to hit the mark for this story. So who knows? It could be good, it could be bad. Either way, this book deserves to exist and is doing some cool stuff. So, Adventures of Superman, Jon Kent, issue number 2. I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.